Hi, my name is Olajide Olagbemi. I'm the author of the book How to Resolve a Conflict, which I would like to share with you on the screen. Uh, the uh, book is the guide to our lecture series. And the title of our lecture series is How to Resolve a Conflict. And you are now in How to Resolve a Conflict, lecture 70. Welcome. You find time to look for the book. It's on all Amazon outlets. I will be able to subscribe to this channel. Please do that. Welcome your comments on these lectures. We also be very happy if you apply what you are learning in this lecture series to your life, conflicts in your life, conflicts in your life. So we started discussing the 7 secrets of effective conflict resolution. We said that yesterday in lecture 69. I'd like us to continue our discussion. What I will do is go to the book, chapter 10, uh, which is the last chapter in the book, How to Resolve a Conflict. I will read, then we'll have a discussion. We've discussed secret number 1, which is philosophy of conflict. Now we're going to secret number 2, approach to conflict resolution. I read, and then we'll have a discussion. The second of the 7 secrets of effective conflict resolution is our approach to conflict resolution. How do you engage conflict? How do you engage conflict? We have discovered that conflict is simply a situation of unmet needs in a relationship, signaling the end of the old relationship and calling for a new relationship. Therefore, in approaching a conflict to resolve it, I will see myself as a midwife in the labor room of a new relationship. The new relationship, if successfully birthed, would meet the hitherto unmet needs. Of course, the new relationship may be different from the old relationship that broke down. This will be the case where, for example, the parties or one of them has new needs for which the old relationship is inadequate. It may even mean that the needs have changed or no longer exist. All these instances would necessitate a rearrangement, a new relationship that puts a final and consensual end to the old relationship. When we take the above approach to conflict resolution, we become effective mediators. Okay, so that's the second secret, approach to conflict resolution. And ask the question, how do you engage conflict? How do you approach conflict? And I indicated that your approach to conflict and its resolution is based on your philosophy of conflict. Yesterday, we established a philosophy of conflict to the effect that conflict is a situation of unmet needs in a relationship. That means conflict arises when a need or more is not met in a relationship. I think it's a very fundamental thinking that every mediator must grapple with and master and internalize. If there was no unmet needs, if in the relationship that is in conflict, people continue to meet each other's needs, there will not be a conflict. So every time we see a conflict, we don't blame the conflict. We look at the relationship in the conflict and ask ourselves, what needs are not being met in this relationship that is causing the conflict? And that's the approach. That's for me is the right approach. We relax, we calm down, and then we carefully look at the relationship that is having a conflict and ask ourselves, what needs are not being met in this relationship? Because we know that it is because needs are not being met that conflict arises or arose. Now, why is this approach of conflict the best? because you'll be going for the jugular. You'll be hitting the nail on the head. On the head. You will not be beating about the bush. You know exactly what to look for. And so you're able to do effective diagnosis, effective analysis of the conflict, to know what needs to be addressed, which is your method. And once you bring that, once you take that approach, you're more able to be successful as a mediator. Let me go to secret number 3, and then we have more discussion. Secret number 3, forum for effective conflict resolution. There are places that are conducive for effective conflict resolution. However, the fact that a place was used to effectively resolve a particular conflict does not mean that the same place will always be good for other conflict resolution. It follows that in resolving conflict, a great deal of flexibility is necessary in choosing a forum. Any forum is adequate if it serves the end of resolving the conflict at hand or portions of it. Any forum. The telephone is a forum, the fax is a forum, a letter is a forum, the internet is a forum. You can be as flexible as possible. The end justifies the means. So do not remain in your office or your home to resolve a conflict if your office or your home is not a good forum for the particular conflict resolution or portions of it. Maybe you would make progress at the restaurant or at that chance meeting in the restroom. Similarly, the forum is not inadequate simply because one party is absent. Why not start with the one present? Why not choose the phone for the one absent? Why not shuttle from one to the other to make progress? Nobody is interested in the means you use to get the end of effective conflict resolution that they are looking up to you for. So we're talking about the forum, very critical. Where does it happen? Where does it take place? Where does effective conflict resolution take place? Now, the thing to always remember is that what you are looking for is to understand what unmet needs are fueling this particular conflict. Don't ever forget, because that's what runs through the whole process. Understanding of unmet needs. That's the most important thing you need to do as a mediator. And so you need to find a forum that will help you to understand what the unmet needs are. If you're not making progress in doing that in your office, why must you stay there? If you're not making progress in the other forum, why must you stay there? You must be flexible. The emphasis on forum is your flexibility as a mediator. Your flexibility as a mediator. As somebody resolving a conflict, you have to be flexible to move from one forum to the other, to be amenable and bendable, to go to where you need to go to get an understanding of your metrics. But don't forget the key word in determining forum for effective conflict resolution is flexibility, unending flexibility. Let me move on to secret number 4. Ground rules for effective conflict resolution. Actually, what we should do, is stop here for today. And then tomorrow, in lecture 71, we begin a discussion of secret number 4, ground rules for effective conflict resolution. It's very important because we are coming from flexibility in terms of choosing forum, so that we can choose the right forum. And so now that we're talking about flexibility, it doesn't mean that we don't have rules. Are we so flexible that no rules? No, there are ground rules. We'll discuss that tomorrow in lecture 71. Thanks again for joining me. Let me have your comments if you have any. See if you can get a copy of the book, How to Resolve a Conflict, our text for this lecture series. And please subscribe to this channel. We'll appreciate that. Just press the red subscribe button. And very important, apply the skills you are learning in this lecture series in your life. I think that you'll be doing yourself a great deal of good by applying these skills situations in your life, particular reference to conflict situation, not just in your life, but in life of people that you have to deal with, your business, government, whatever human beings are. It's certain that will be a conflict. And when you have these skills, they're effective. So apply them so that you can get good results. Thanks again. I'll see you in lecture 71.